Hello everyone, we are back in Pokerim. If you followed along with the channel, you know it's been a little while now since I have recorded one of these episodes. I was waiting to see the retention and just the traction on the series, and it seems like it is doing okay, and so we are going to continue this series. Now, I've loaded in here, and the first thing that I did notice is that we are being raided, which is not great. They are only equipped with a pistol and some melee weapons, and so I'm hoping that we will be able to see our Pokemon in action here, take on the melee side of things. Our colonists are in a pretty hurting spot, and so we will be relying heavily on Justin in order to save this colony. Between Justin and the Pokemon, I think we'll be able to take it on okay. And it looks like the raid, they may be waiting a little while, which they are, which is good. Now, what is he hunting? He is hunting right now. So I'm just going to take a quick pause here and take a look at our colonists. Now, Brock is only suffering from food poisoning, and I'm assuming that Misty may be the same. Oh, she is still dealing with the Ibex attack, which is not great. I would like to see these colonists at full health. Hopefully we can manage to defend against this raid okay. We will get as many Pokemon as we can ready to attack. We will probably send Misty out there. She does have a weapon equipped, and so between her and Justin, hopefully they will be able to fend themselves off with this raid. They are beginning their assault now, and so let's get Misty drafted as well. And we will just put the animals, I guess we will take away, they are bonded, so maybe we won't deal with that. However, let's see where these guys are at. We do have lots of Pokemon in the area, and so hopefully they will be dealing with those guys first. And we're being raided from two different directions, which is not great. But I think the Pokemon should be able to take them on okay. It is a bit of a... It looks like the Pokemon are going to handle this just fine, and so I'm not too worried about it. It looks like we may not even take any damage. We have lost a Sandshrew, but we do have another one, I am pretty sure, so I'm not too worried about losing a Sandshrew. Oh yeah, Sandshrew 2 is there, so that's not so bad. It will just be a matter of getting these guys. We have killed off pretty much all of them. I'm surprised they haven't decided to flee yet, but this raid is pretty much in the books. A 1-to-1 in a gunfight. I think Justin is fairly equipped for... He's actually really bad at shooting, so it may take a while for this to end. But it's not going to be too difficult to take on, I don't think. As soon as this guy dies, I'm assuming that they will be fleeing. One more shot should do it. And Justin now does need some treatment. He should probably get some cover. Maybe we can send Misty around just to get a little bit better of an angle. They are fleeing. So let's just get these guys healed up and take a look at what we do have now. I know that we are struggling a little bit when it comes to carrying stuff. We're not able to carry a whole lot as this is a nomadic run, and so we'll probably not we can take away this Sandshrew notification. We're probably not going to take a lot of these guns. Hopefully a trader does come through and we can trade with them to dump some of these weapons off. But yeah, the point that we're at right now, I do want to get us some sleeping bags and a few other essentials when it comes to a nomadic colony. And then I know that we were planning on, if we just take a quick look at our world here, there is a Snorlax on our map currently, so I'm hoping that they are able to tame that guy before we head out. Just looking at, I know that we were planning on heading this way, but we had a lot of difficulty finding any Pokemon in the arid shrubland, and so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that. However, the goal of this episode, I think, is to get these Pokemon, at least these guys, trained up to attack at least a few of them, and maybe we'll look at taming the Snorlax. I'm hoping that they are able to. Let's take a look at the wildlife. I'm hoping that they're able to tame a few of the Pokemon in the area. I know that we did tame the majority of the big boys in the last episode, and so we probably won't be gaining too many new Pokemon. The Snorlax is kind of the only thing that we need in this area. Really do want to get one of those guys on board. However, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to do that, and we have broken our kitchen wall here, so we'll just rebuild that real quick. But now that the Pokemon that we have been in a fight, Cleffa and Igglybuff are both injured, and so let's take a look at the health. And now she has gained a little bit of experience, obviously nowhere near enough to evolve. Let's just take a look at all of the Pokemon we have around that can evolve and see how close any of them are to doing it. I believe Pikachu is... Yeah, we do need a Thunderstone in order to evolve Pikachu, but we will be going that route. I know that it's not exactly the lore of the Pokemon series to evolve Pikachu. I do want to level up these Pokemon and get them as equipped as possible to handle combat, and eventually I'm hoping that we will just be able to raid any nearby camps with this train to kill mod, and it won't be any issue for us to just keep going through and destroying them all. And now, if we're taking a quick pause here just to think about what we do need when we're going on our adventure, we definitely need lots of medicine. It would be maybe good to take this Jade. The fueled stove, I know that it was pretty heavy for us to carry out, but I don't know if we have really a better option. I don't want to carry around a bunch of wood. It is going to be a lot of wood just to keep torches fueled as we travel around, and so probably not the best idea for us to carry around a bunch of wood and clog our carrying capacity. If the Snorlax is able to carry stuff for us, I imagine that he will be able to. But if he's able to do that, then we can look at different options. But right now, none of our Pokemon are able to carry anything when it comes to moving across the map. And so, yeah, Snorlax has a carrying capacity of 600. And so I think we definitely aim to get one of those guys on board before we do leave. If we check Ash's bio, his animal stat is still at 6. We aren't really close to having a level 8, which is needed for taming the Snorlax. I'm hoping that one of these guys gets an inspired taming, if I'm honest, and then it will be a lot easier. We're not really going to worry about the wild man and taming him. Just want to gain a few Pokemon that are actually able to carry some weight. And so yeah, just going to be a lot of gathering food and making sure that our colonists are doing okay, recovering from the Ipex Ram attack. We are good on that front now. However, there is going to be a little bit of time here before we can set off on another adventure. I won't be... By the end of this episode, we will be done in this area. Whatever I do end up accomplishing will be accomplished. And so that's kind of the direction this episode is going to go. I don't want to record past an hour. If we're making really good progress by the end of the hour, then I will continue a little bit past that. But one episode per hour is more than enough, in my opinion. I do try and crop out a lot of the garbage, just filler kind of content. I don't really want to be posting that. I don't think anyone's really interested in watching that. And so, yeah, it'll be a little bit of time here, but it'll be a shorter episode for sure, I think. And so I'm going to continue playing here, and once we get somewhat established, we will be making some survival meals. Obviously, those would be much more beneficial to have than cooked meals, and so That's kind of the few things, the goals of the series, I guess you would say. And I'll keep an eye on the wildlife tab to see if we get anything else walk in. We do have a Weedle now. We don't really need to tame one, as we do have a Beedrill, and there wouldn't be much point to it. And so I'm hoping that a starter Pokemon does wander into the area. It would be really nice to have a Charmander or maybe a Charmeleon and get a Charizard, but obviously that would be a little ways away as well. And so I still am really interested in adding more mods to this series. It is pretty vanilla right now, but I'm not quite sure what to add. I could spend hours looking through the mods workshop, and so again, if you guys have anything that you would recommend playing, then I'm more than open to hearing it and giving it a test. And yeah, past that, I guess we'll skip ahead here until we are making some actual progress, and I'll give you guys an update on what has happened. Okay, we are making progress. However, we have had an exotic goods trader come into the picture, and we also are being attacked by a mech hive. And so I figured that this, seeing as this playthrough is on permadeath, I figured that this may be pretty detrimental to our colony. And so I figured we would come into the recording with this. The good news is we have trained Pikachu to kill, and so I've been experimenting a little bit with it, and you place him in a pack, and then you can control what that pack does. And so I can assign him to kill any animal on the map, and he goes off and does it. And so we are working on that for a few of our animals. I've kind of cut training off on all the other areas, and we will be working through training all of these guys to kill and just probably putting them all in the same pack, and then we can just send 6 to 8 Pokemon out to kill whatever we deem worthy, and then we should be able to just take on any creature on any map, because Pikachu, he has been pretty efficient at his job. He took down a Timberwolf without much difficulty, and so that is good to note. We definitely don't want the Pokemon to take on the Mechanites, or the mechs, and so I'm hoping that we can just get these guys hidden away until we can get the exotic trader to get over here and take them on, maybe weaken them, and then we can send in our guys. But this could be fairly detrimental to us, I think, and so just want to be a little bit cautious on where we place our colonists until these guys arrive. We'll get them all to hide away here. There is currently only 2, which is good. Maybe I'll show you guys where, well, let's see. This guy is shooting at the Cleffa, I do believe. We may lose a Pokemon or 2 here. They're definitely doing some damage in one of our bedrooms, but once these guys arrive, hopefully they will engage and we will be able to take them out. Yeah, Pikachu, I don't know the strength, and I don't really want to send our star player out just yet. And so maybe we set this to leave this door, hold it open, and once this guy breaks out, this colony can take him on. But yeah, we're probably going to lose the Cleffa. I think we've come to that decision already. Maybe we send Pikachu in to weaken this guy. This might be pretty dangerous, though. And then we will send Justin over. And Pikachu demoed him in 1 hit? Okay, we're going to send Pikachu out to get the Scyther as well. And so we don't really want to lose all of our furniture here. But yeah, he just demoed these guys like it was nothing, which is really, really good. I guess we can undraft everyone. And let's get Brock to trade with these guys. They are an exotic goods trader, and so I'm curious. I want to sell as much as we can leather-wise. They are willing to buy some Pokemon. We do have 2 Beedrills. Let's just take a look at... This is a very detailed description of a Beedrill. But yeah, we have an Ice Stone for evolution. We don't necessarily need it right now. However, I'm trying to think of what Pokemon we would even need that for. Maybe an Eevee later on to get a Glaceon. So maybe we look at buying that. I was really hoping that these guys would be willing to buy some of our leather because we have gathered quite a bit of it. We're going to sell the plasteel. We're not really going to be using it anytime soon, so I'm not too worried about it. And it will give us a nice chunk of change, 700. And then do we want to sell the Beedrill? I guess we don't really want to buy too much from these guys. Maybe we will buy the Evolution Stone, and then, yeah, we'll buy the Evolution Stone, seeing as we do have an excess amount of money right now, and we'll look at selling this Beedrill. I'm going to check which one is the better of the two. I mean, one is bonded to Brock, and so we probably won't sell that one anyways. Maybe we just sell one. They are both female, so it's not like we're going to be breeding them. So, and I do trust that this Beedrill will level up pretty quickly once it's trained to kill. And so I think that is what we will do. So we're going to make our way off with that Evolution Stone. There it is there. Yeah, it doesn't say what it's good for, and I don't know which Pokemon are in the game that we can use it for. However, seeing how that Pikachu just took on those mechs like it was nothing, I am super excited to see what happens when we can train up maybe the Vileplume and the Clefable, seeing as I think they're our highest level Pokemon right now. But yeah, essentially you can just go through and pick any Pokemon in the area. We'll just pick a Weedle as an example. It's sitting at a level 8, and so this should not be an issue for Pikachu at all. And then we will watch Pikachu make his way over, find his prey, and demo it. And he does gain experience every time you do this, and so I'm not even really sending out our colonist to hunt anymore. I've just been sending Pikachu because he is pretty OP. So I think that you know, psychopathic tendencies aside, we can take out any Pokemon in the area we would like some skin from, and just work our way that way. I mean, we really do need to save this Cleffa. It has been healed up, so I guess it will be fine. But yeah, definitely a really good mod paired with this. Now that I have one trained, I'm definitely going to be training the rest of them to do the same, because if Pikachu is sitting at level 24, and we have a level 45, I believe some of these guys are. Let's just take a look here. We have a 38 Venomoth. The Vileplume is at 38 as well. Fearow is at 29, and the Clefable is 42. And so I think that with those guys trained up to kill, they will make quick work of anything in the area, and we will really be on our way to raiding through bases and stuff of that nature. Ash did get attacked by a Timberwolf, so we haven't made too much progress on the animal skill. Justin has kind of been doing it. We'll have 2 at level 7 pretty quickly here at the rate it's going. And so, yeah, once we get a few more trained to kill, I think we will end the episode there and pick our next destination. We are pretty close to being ready to leave here. Unfortunately, we did lose beds, so that is definitely going to be... they're not going to be too happy when they have no bedrooms, so maybe we try and get these built pretty quickly. I don't know how fast we'll progress on it, seeing as Ash is in a daze and doesn't seem to be too happy, but maybe we will go... And we don't even have any wood, really, to build this, and so we'll set a few trees to be chopped, and then hopefully we can get that built up. There's going to be some mood buffs tonight, I think. They're not going to be too happy with their current living situation, but at least Misty is going to be okay. She seems to be the neediest colonist out of everybody, so that is good to note. Justin is sleeping on the outside, so the mood debuffs will come, but yeah, I'll fast forward a little bit here until we can get a few more trained, and maybe we test it out. If we're not going to be able to tame this Snorlax, maybe we try and take one of them down. Level 59, so it would be a fairly difficult fight. We may lose Pikachu. But yeah, we haven't had much come in on the map, Pokemon-wise. It's been, you know, a few Butterfree, a few Beedrill and Weedle, but nothing too powerful. And so, a little unfortunate, I guess, but it is what it is. And so, yeah, I think we'll keep moving on here, get a few more trains to kill, and then we will head out. We are working on getting some packaged survival meals, or at least some pemmican going for our travels, and so we'll be using up all of our food to make those as well. But yeah, I would say that the train to kill mod, definitely on the stronger side of things. I can't believe the, yeah, we can group them, force kill, or set their tribe, and so definitely a really useful mod to have, especially if you are looking at going the animals kind of taming route. I haven't usually looked at training and taming animals too much in my previous plays, but I think having this added into the game, I would definitely consider going that route. Super useful for this playthrough, obviously. And if you are interested in these mods, they will be linked in the description. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're interested in seeing what else these mods do. I'm super curious to see what will come of it, and so yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and comment with any info you have that could be useful for the series. Obviously, a little slow going right now, but we are setting up for some really good nomadic playthroughs, and so yeah, I'm really excited. We have had, it looks like, a massive amount of Igglybuff come into the equation. So let's check our wildlife again. A lot of Igglybuff. Maybe we just get Pikachu making his way through there. I want to level him up as much as possible, and so you are able to do it from this window as well, and just highlight them all for murder, and Pikachu will make his way one by one, just making quick work of all of them. And he was sitting at a 25 before. Looking at him now, he's a 27 just from taking on all of these Igglybuff, and so super good to note. He doesn't necessarily kill them. Sometimes they are just left in a downed state, which is not the best, but it does make quick work of lots of animals like that. He's a lot faster than having someone go around and hunt them all, and so really nice little feature for the mod. Okay, so we are into about an hour now that I've been working away at this. We have trained up Fearow to kill as well. The other ones are not so far behind. We haven't trained the Venomoth yet, but we are at a 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, and I believe there's a 6 or a 7 out of 6 as well on the Beedrill. 6 out of 6, and so I am going to work away at this on my own time. I don't think there's going to be too much that is going to happen just as we're training, and I know that's kind of famous last words, but yeah, I want to work away at this. I don't think we're going to get the Snorlax in this map. Animals is still at 7 for both, and so I think we should move on once we get these guys trained. And so I'm gonna go through and just let you guys know where we will be going. We have done the Temperance Swamp, and the Arid Shrubland did not seem to go very well, and so we do have this Tropical Swamp fairly close by, as well as the desert. And so maybe let me know in the comments. There's a tropical rainforest here as well, and so let me know in the comments where you guys would like to see me go. I don't know if these Pokemon are I don't know if they're limited to specific biomes. I think they may be, seeing as we do have quite a bit of repetition going on in these areas. And so we could head towards the desert or the Arid Shrubland, but again, the Arid Shrubland didn't have a whole lot of Pokemon there. And so let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be working away at this, get these animals trained to kill. If we can get the Snorlax, then I will get it, but right now it looks like the animal stats won't get there in time. And so I want to keep moving and get some meals cooked and ready to go, and then we will move on. And so thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, where I should be going with the series. I'm It's Switz, and I will catch you on the next one.